Hey, I have some stuff that sold over the weekend, and a few of them are some weird things that I forgot I had. So let's take a look at some of the vintage pop culture and retro things that I sold this weekend. One of them is an item that I knew would go right away, but I kind of didn't want it to. I found a set of cups at an estate sale I went to recently, and they are from, they're by Pillsbury, but I thought they were by Welch's. Anyway, they were a series of funny face glasses, and there were Kool-Aid competitors in the, I want to say the late 70s, early 80s. And one of them was this one here for funny face. There were a bunch of different shapes and, funny faces. That's what they called them. And each one of them were on the package for the different flavors. And this one here is Rudy Tooty Fruity. Get it? Because he's for the fruit punch. And Rudy Tooty. Makes sense. And this is his face. It actually took me a while to figure out which one this was, because there's another one that's very similar, but this one has a bow tie because he's Rudy Tooty. And also one that I kind of didn't want to sell, but I wasn't going to use it. A Smurfs bed sheet. That's right. An entire Smurfs bed sheet. I don't want to unfold the whole thing because it's going to take me forever to fold it back up, and I have to ship this out. And it is the Smurfs in their village, the entire village doing stuff, and it's all on the bed sheet. It's for a twin bed set, and it's got the sheet. It's got Gargamel right there getting ready to catch some of the Smurfs. Now they're by the lake, all that kind of stuff. This was a cool find, and the fact that it's in pretty good shape. I was not expecting that. I found a few bed sheets over the years, but this one was pretty cool. Also, I've said this in previous videos, but this one always goes really quick. It's a Rummy Royal mat, and it's for a card game, and the entire thing, it comes in this box. It's a fancy little box, but the entire thing is really just a sheet. Again, a sheet, but not a bed sheet. It's a sheet that you put on a card table, and it has the instructions for how to play Rummy Royal, and it also has the compartments of where you're supposed to put them. And it says pot in really big letters in the center. And these are always a great find. And the box says it's from 1939. I'm not sure if that's just the copyright or if that's actually when it's from, but either way, it's pretty nifty. And I find it kind of funny how that sheet said pot in the middle, and this book kind of seems similar. I'll show you why. I sold this Bugs Bunny book from 1957, and it's called Bugs Bunny Hangs Around. And so as I was talking before, it said pot in the middle of that sheet. This picture cracked me up. I've had this book for a little while. They look like they're enjoying themselves, right? Like, hey man, I don't know. It's with the droopy eyes on the cover, it's just kind of strange, and they're hanging around. It seems like it should be going, keep on trucking, man. I just thought it seemed like they were stoned. I don't know. But this book here is from 1970, what did I say, 57? And inside this book are some just really cool pictures and, painted pictures of the characters. And it's even got Bugs Bunny when he was wearing the yellow gloves. And Porky and Petunia, which I feel like in the books and the comics, Petunia was really a big part of Porky's life. But in the cartoons, Petunia was rarely there. There he is again. Maybe the carrots are affecting him? I don't know. So, Bugs Bunny. And I also sold a stuffed animal that I kind of have a theory on, but I know very little about. So, it's this chimpanzee. It's got Velcro hands, and I kind of remember having one when I was younger. And you could you could make it hug things so it would latch on to stuff. Like you could hang it from things by attaching the Velcro or wrap it around something. But I want to say it's one of those carnival games or like Magic Claw games. Look at me just squishing its head. But this one is from 1992. So I don't know why I recognize this. That's the whole reason I picked it up, is because I recognize it, but I don't know why. And someone else must have recognized it too, because it's sold. This is actually kind of fun to do with its tail. And then I also sold a fairly large board game. This is a version of Clue that's called Clue Master Detective. So it's got more suspects, more rooms, more weapons. So it's really just kind of, they added to it, and it comes in a much bigger, heavier box. This is actually heavier than I thought it would be when I picked it up. There's the board. It's a lot more elaborate and different weapons and stuff. Look at that whole row of weapons. It really is more deluxe. So this is always a nice thing to find when I see it. And then one last thing I found is a book I actually know very little about, but a lot of people asked about it. It's a book called Adam. So it was part of a set of books, and there was a sister one, and I don't remember what the book for the sister was called, but they both kind of looked like this. The book for the sister actually was in rough shape, so I wasn't able to use it. It's just a strange book. It's really just this little boy, Adam, and all the pages are very minimalistic in the story. So this is my house. This is my sandbox. This is my swing, and then drawings of Adam there. And then the book just kind of goes on like that. And it's just a tiny little book, but I received so many questions about this, but someone finally picked it up. So those are the vintage pop culture games, books, toys, and other stuff that I have going out today.